finally the shortened drive shafts are here. So we did a video about this a while ago while we were working on them and prototyping them, and they've finally arrived. So we will show you that video now after this, but let me just explain some more about these drive shafts because we get asked about them all the time. So shortened drive shafts, why would you have them? Well, it's common when you lower a van low, I mean like properly low, like Solow coilover low and air suspension low, that it starts to develop drive shaft judder. It's common on certain engines. The ones that's more common than anything is your 5-speed T6s and your T6.1. And what happens is, as you're going around a corner, can be left, can be right, you get like a real kind of juddering sensation. So if you've experienced that, it's a good chance it's the drive shafts that are causing that. So years ago, we used to sell a modified drive shaft. Now how that worked is we used to get previous drive shafts, we'd send them off somewhere, they'd cut them down and then they'd send them back, and in this time you're without drive shafts or we're having to buy some and get them done, and it just never really worked. The process wasn't great, the people that were doing it weren't doing a particularly good job, so we kind of just stopped that. But the problem was there was a real need for it and they were really popular, but it upset a lot of people because we weren't doing them anymore. So we set about trying to find a manufacturer that would make them for us to our bespoke size, so shortened to eliminate this judder. The problem with that is every factory we spoke to wanted minimum order quantities of thousands, and that was just unrealistic. Demand wasn't that high and the cost would be so much. So we eventually found a factory, me and Mikey went over to Germany and we found a factory that could manufacture these for us, but they had to be to the highest quality. So these are custom made, manufactured to fit your vehicle perfectly. You can see they're not a modified like previous one or a cut down second hand one. They are brand new, manufactured to the highest standard from a real high end manufacturer to produce the shortened drive shafts. Now, because of the amount of investment that went into these, we couldn't just go ahead straight away and do them for every single transporter. So available right now, available on our website, is the shaft that's most commonly used in 5-speed transporters. So some T5.1s, T6s and T6.1s. Now, there's a few different shafts across those models and we can't tell you what your vehicle will have, so that's going to be down to you to make sure. So currently there's only the shafts available for a 5-speed. Some T5.1, some T6s, T6.1s, but it's going to be down to you to check which shafts you have to cross-reference it to the ones that we sell, because we can't tell you what shafts you have in your vehicle. You're going to need to physically check, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So just so you know, we're also developing the shaft for a 150 DSG. So those are on a couple of vehicles at the minute, Austin Stone being one of them. We'll show you some pictures of his lovely red low T6. That's trialing these and they work really well in his van. We like to do long-term tests before we commit to doing them, so they're coming next. We also have developed them for 2.5. So there's two sets out there currently. There's a set that's in Paul Wallace's van. We'll show you his van again, another red one, a long wheelbase T5, T5.1 facelift, and also the other set's gone in our dream build. So they again may be something we do in the future. The problem is that the investment in these is so high, and the quantities we need to order, we need to be sure that demand for them is high enough before we bring them out. Now we know these two shafts here, the T5.1, T6, 5-speed, are really common. So we've gone ahead and done those, but the others will come soon. But you just let us know if you can. Ideally, if you can comment below if your vehicle suffers from this and which engine you've got, we'll know which ones to invest in next to bring out. So you'll get both shafts for your vehicle. You'll see here, one's still wrapped, I've not unwrapped it. You've got two shafts, you've got the longer one and the shorter one, the near side and the offside one. And then behind here, you'll see a 2.5 shaft. Now, I've just brought this for illustration purposes. So this will show you where you will find your part number. So this is a 2.5, or regardless to which engine you've got, you'll have a part number on your drive shafts that you need to get into your van and have a look at. And that will tell you your existing part number, and you can then cross-reference that off the listing on our website to tell you whether you need option 1 of the drive shafts or option 2 of the drive shafts. So that should be everything you need to know. Now I'm going to roll the video that we did previously with Darren Woodhouse of us fitting them to his T6 102 5-speed. Darren's been running those for probably close to a year now and he absolutely swears by them. They've changed the way his van drives. So now we'll cut over to the previous video to show you the whole development process and Darren trying these in his van.
It feels different just driving, just even going forward. Weirdly, the steering feels.
Right, so today's video is to talk about drive shafts and specifically shortened drive shafts. I'm going to bring Mitch in now, and Mitch is going to explain the technical side.
So the reason we're going with these shorter shafts is because when you've got a standard vehicle, your drive shaft is designed to run pretty much parallel to the ground, just like your wishbone. So as we lower it, we're bringing the wheel up. But also because of that, the pivot part of the wishbone then also compresses this drive shaft. So you end up with the actual drive shaft sliding on its telescopic part into the end of the CV joint, and it binds up. So that's what then creates, a friction point. So that gives you your drive shaft judder as well as grinding. By having these shorter shafts, yes, we are going to be still running at this angle, but you're not going to be in that compressed part of the telescopic CV joints.
Right, so now Mitch has explained the technical side of thing. I just thought I'd run through when you would experience this. First of all, don't panic. Don't think if you're going to lower your vehicle instantly you're going to get drive shaft judder. It's only certain vehicles that do it. There's no rhyme or reason to. Some 102s don't do it, some do. It depends how low you go. Certainly, the lower you are, the more likely you are to experience drive shaft judder, and it becomes really obvious when you're driving the vehicle. Darren's van here, he says when he's doing a sweeping left-hand bend, you feel it, and it's kind of like a real obvious judder. The flatbed used to do it previously, that was a right hand. Some people get it in a straight line, but it's a real obvious sensation that you can kind of feel through the pedal and also through the steering wheel, would you say with yours? Yeah, you'll know if you've got drive shaft judder, but not all of them. But this anyway solves the problem. So there's so many different variations of drive shafts across the whole Transporter range. We just couldn't do them all initially. So we've started off with samples for the 2.5. We fitted those 2 weeks ago in Paul Wallace's 2.5 long wheelbase, and that solved the problem. Steve's van that's here, he's got a 102 T6 Euro 5. They've had the shortened drive shafts in that. It solved the problem. And now we've got Darren's T6 102 Euro 6. Yeah, that we're just about to fit them in. So we're just going to get these in Darren's van now. I'm going to hand you over to Mitch. He's going to get them installed. After that, we're going to send Darren out for a test drive, and fingers crossed, I'm pretty sure they will. The answer will be the drive shaft judder is gone. So anyway, over to Mitch. Right, so Mitch has fitted those drive shafts now. I'm going to hand you over to Darren. He's going to take it out for a spin, and then hopefully, pretty sure it will, we'll see if the results are what we think they're going to be.
Yeah, well, initially it feels different just driving, just even going forward feels a lot different. And weirdly, the steering feels different as well. Yeah, well, just turning left out. Yeah, straight away it's made a difference. And weirdly, the drivetrain sounds quieter for sure. I actually usually drive a little bit higher than this to avoid it, but now we can obviously just drive on my #1 setting. Massive difference in manoeuvring. So we'll try it now at speed around that corner. Quite a bad bend here, I lit it at about 40. See what happens. Yeah, nothing whatsoever. Yeah, secured that.
Right, Darren. Right, first of all, turn your V8 off. Right, it's not a V8, is it? Why does your van sound like that?
It's got one of our sound systems installed underneath it that's, phone app. It can sound like 10 different vehicles. And
no, there you go. Just before people go, why does this van sound like a V8? Because it's not a V8.
No, it's not.
Because we don't do drive shafts V8. Right, did it work?
It did.
Did it?
Yeah.
Problem solved?
Problem solved. Cornering left, right, no issue. Obviously, I really only had it on the left-hand turns, but even driving in a straight line and just manoeuvring the vehicle, it feels like it's less strained. Do you know what I mean? It feels more relaxed.
Problem solved.
Which I hadn't noticed that as a problem before.
Oh, okay.
But obviously I did have a feeling that it would do something along those lines as well, and it has.
Mission accomplished.
Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, or the 2 clips of the video. So if you have a T5.1 T6 to T6.1 and you have drive shaft judder, there's a good chance it's because you're low, and the shortened drive shafts will solve your problem. There are other ways to do it, like engine and subframe raises, but this is so much more simple than trying to do that without heavily modifying your vehicle, and it will solve your problem. These are available now on our website. I'll put the link below to where you can find them, but just make sure you cross-reference your your part number on your existing drive shaft before you purchase your new ones to make sure that you've got the right drive shafts. These drive shafts are also available for fitting through the Solow installer network. We don't install here, but every one of the Solow installer guys are able to fit these and supply these if you wanted to go straight to them to buy them, and they can also help you figure out which drive shafts you've got on your vehicle. Just head over to the Solow Suspension website and you'll see the installer network banner right at the top of the website. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this solves a lot of people's problems. I know for us previously, when we've had vehicles that have drive shaft judder, it's driven me wild, and it's so much nicer to have a vehicle that's not doing that, and it should change the way the vehicle drives and still allow you to be low. If you've enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button. It means a lot, helps YouTube show it to more people if they know people are engaging with it and like it. Comment below if you have a vehicle with drive shaft judder and it's not the drive shafts we do currently. We need to know from you guys if your vehicle does it and which engines, so we know which models to prioritize next, because as I said, we can't just justify the cost and the development to do all of them all at once. But now we've done these, we know what the measurements will be. Future versions can come out a lot quicker. Please do subscribe to that channel. We're very close to 40,000 subscribers now. We're 39,000, so we're only 1,000 away from 40,000. If you just watch our videos and enjoy them but you've not quite subscribed yet, please do. It means a lot to us. And then as always, thanks for watching.